Hello, my name's Alicia Scarlett. I hope you're doing better than I am. Um, I'm here to preview three content pieces. I've been doing one per video, but now I'm doing three in this one. And I think I'll be doing more than one in a video a piece. The first content piece I'm previewing right now is clients are using drugs on at least one John Wesley Center for Health property. Staff hesitant to penalize the clients. Subtitle: Drugs are also kept in client lockers on the property. Lead: Clients of John Wesley Center for Health are using drugs on the property of at least one of its homeless shelters, and staff hasn't been penalizing the clients. A little more. Cheryl Morris acknowledged that during a meeting with clients. She's the manager of Northeast New Beginnings, the Wesley shelter in Cypress Park, immediately east of downtown Los Angeles. New Beginnings was supposed to provide substance abuse treatment. City Councilwoman Eunice Hernandez told the East Sider LA. Spectrum News also said that substance abuse counseling is supposed to be offered at the shelter. And so, like with these other two, if you Google like Alicia Scarlett Medium, and then click on the Medium author page, these are the first, as of 2:36 Pacific on June 18th. These are the first three in descending order, the first three articles in descending order on my author page. The headline of the second is My Unexpected LA Close-Up with the National Guard, with video. Subhead: As a journalist in LA, I consider reporting on the military activity here, but I'd have been a transgender woman challenging Trump sent personnel. Then it didn't matter. I'm in San Fernando, by the way. Seems to be their nicest area of their downtown. The Los Angeles area has been I'm going with the lead here, has been in the news a lot lately, hasn't it? From the fires and mudslides to Luka Doncic and now the protest-related activity. After U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement went after immigrants in the City of Angels. New one. There have also been things like the Dodgers World Series championship and Trump campaigning in Coachella, besides the typical entertainment news. I didn't go to the fires despite being a journalist. In my defense, I was homeless. Recently, I was a transgender woman, but still. I didn't want to miss reporting on the ICE protests in response, which included Trump sending the Marines and California National Guard. Then I thought, being a thorn in the side of Trump's military as a transgender woman wouldn't be the smartest thing to do. I had a friend who posted about driving up from central Utah to take photos of the Bill King's protest in Salt Lake City, Utah. He's a wonderful man. He donated a little bit to me. He donated me in November of 2023. I was homeless and everything. There was somebody who was shot, a protester who was shot. So he does have a point to a degree that he wasn't very safe. But he's also a white male. And I myself am going to say I'm not in danger despite being a trans woman. I'm one of two demographics targeted right now by Trump. I'm not going to say that I was in danger as much as the immigrants who the National Guard was going after. That's just not appropriate. So I thought it was not appropriate of this fellow to claim that he was in so much danger if he were to go to Salt Lake. Wasn't very sensitive, is what I mean by inappropriate. I just realized, so I unfollowed him for 30 days. I just realized that he's very super promotional on Facebook. He's a great photographer, so he definitely has photos to promote, although they're kind of doctored. I think he acts as if they're but he lets it be viewed as if they're not doctored. But he's a good photographer. But he just is like unabashed in his promotion on Facebook with his photography, and so he may have been like squeezing everything he could out of this whole like I'd be unsafe in Salt Lake, but it's a great opportunity to go. So that's one thing. But then again, it's like if just go or don't go, and then if you do, then post about it. I don't know why he's posting. He works as a journalist. Why is he like post? In journalism, you're not supposed to post about things that have not happened yet. So yeah, he was like mega promotional for himself there, but it wasn't. Nothing was there. Like nothing. He was posting about thinking about going or not. By the way, why the Three Kings not Three Kings. The No Kings protests. Why does it matter? The Supreme Court granted a U.S. president immunity for any core constitutional act, which core constitutional sounds all neat, right? But that's not America. And that's like a dictatorship sort of deal. And then he has presumed immunity for anything outside of the constitutional acts. So what's the point of doing the No Kings Act protests? Why don't we spend that energy and resources that we could have gained during that time to leave the U.S.? It's like the battle to the effort to resist Trump was noble, and it happened in the late 2010s, and it lost. So why keep doing that? Unfortunately, I don't like to say win or lose. It's not business; it's government. But the Trump resistance lost, and unfortunately, in return, now Trump has immunity. So let's leave. I don't like this protesting seems completely like a waste of time. Next content piece with regularity. Sorry for the tangent. I'm very passionate about those things though. With regularity, I passed an LA Home Depot that was ICE rated. Every time for jobs no one wants, I've seen immigrants plead. Lead. As at the Home Depot in Westlake and elsewhere in the Los Angeles town, undocumented immigrants are selling food on the side of dirty streets, which is probably something that white people wouldn't do. I don't. I'm mentally unhealthy right now because of 477 instances of mistreatment in the last 2 years and 3 months when I moved to Los Angeles seeking gender-affirming care, which neovagina surgery is on the verge of being, like, it's pretty much going to fall through for a fifth time. But anyway, white people don't do those jobs. I remember learning in college that such immigrants do need unwanted work. Also fitting that criteria, also at the same Home Depot store, terrible jobs the immigrants seek when waiting, hoping to be picked up. Every single time I have passed the Westlake Home Depot, which is often, I have seen such day laborers. Home Depot store that was raided by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. So, it's kind of surreal to see something that's in national media that's on like The Daily Show, But this is about the immigrants. So sad. These men just like they were all guys, presumably. I don't know their gender identity, but I think probably male. And they were just wanting to work. Like they were just trying to find work. They just were waiting to get picked up to go do a shit job. They probably do a great job at their job. What I mean is like the job is like nobody wants to do those jobs. And this goes right along with what I learned in college, that immigrants do jobs that I'll just read what I wrote. It's the next sentence, even though it goes past where I asked for subscriptions. I also remember learning in a college course that it's fair to illegal immigrants to refer to them as undocumented workers. I've thought that's no more than political correctness. However, I've said undocumented immigrants since attending that class in fall 2010. Did I really not say? Okay, this is good. I actually have to edit something. A key thing that I learned in that class was that undocumented workers do jobs that will otherwise not be filled. This is why Trump administration for like a day was going to exempt farmers and stuff from losing their workers. So it's really upsetting to me that 15 years after I learned that, it's still the same. It's still the same debate, you know. And like I was in a building just up the street a couple hours ago, waiting to get into this San Fernando library, and this guy was playing a podcast-ish episode-ish, which was rude. You should do earbuds, but it was talking. He's Latin American, and it was talking about just how it's so sad that white people can't understand this immigration issue. That it's an issue that's the bigger issue at hand is a broken immigration system. Also learned that in this college course, and I've taken it to heart since then. And those other things. And although I could have done documented workers better, I could have done this, just that. But the Republicans in Congress admitted this because they were going to pass a bipartisan bill, and that would have to reform the immigration system, just like there was an effort with the Gang of Six or Gang of Eight in 2013, and so they're acknowledging that that's the bigger issue. It didn't pass because Trump. Just check the news. Trump said don't, because then it'll hurt my chances of getting elected again. So that's the issue, and it's just tragic that it's just like U.S. still leads in setting the policy agenda globally, and they can't. They're missing the forest for the trees nonetheless. So again, if you want to go more into these Medium articles, you can Google Alicia Scarlett Medium or something to that effect. Click on my author page, and as of June 18th, 2:48 p.m. Pacific, you'd be able to the first three in descending order. There's my book is featured, but then it's the three after that. Have a good day. Have a better day than I've been handed today.